Michael and Kid are taking the night off to do some Christmas shopping. Next Sunday, don't miss the 3-hour spectacular, The Sound of Music. Now get ready for a night of specials. The following program is an NBC special presentation.
Tonight, Mr. T and Emmanuel Lewis star. He's a big guy with a tough little problem.
A kid that doesn't care too much about Christmas.
Mr. T needs some heavyweight magic to fill this tiny Scrooge with the Christmas spirit.
Because I don't want to lose this one.
He's got singing star Maureen McGovern to help.
Sleigh bells ring.
Along with skating superstars Ty Babylonia and Randy Gardner. And famous illusionist David Copperfield.
Wow.
With some real holiday magic. Plus, the Radio City Music Hall Rockettes and many more. No Scrooge could resist all the Christmas spirit.
He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake.
It's a holiday special for the kid in all of us. Mr. T and Emmanuel Lewis in A Christmas Dream.
Hey, mister, is that a good job?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you. Is that a good job?
Well, in July is not too good of a job. And if you're thinking about applying for the job, I think you better gain about 5 more pounds. And what kind of kid asks Santa Claus a question like that this close to Christmas?
A kid that doesn't care too much about Christmas. And a lot of people agree with me. Look at all those people who walk right by you. You think they care about Christmas?
Well, I don't know. Just because they don't put some money in my chimney, that doesn't mean they don't care about Christmas.
Hiya, Santa. How am I doing?
Good, Mr. Mayor. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, and to you, little fella.
Thank you.
Hey, what's your name and who you with?
My name is Billy Johnson, and I'm all alone. I have no family, just my parents and me.
I don't have any parents or relatives of any kind, but I do have friends, and all of us have the Christmas spirit.
I'll bet.
What's your problem?
My problem is Christmas. My folks and I don't trim the tree together. We don't go out shopping together. They're not even coming to my play at school tomorrow.
Hey, little brother, you know what you got? You got BA. You know what BA stands for? Bad attitude. But I got some friends I'd like you to meet. I bet they can change your attitude.
I'll bet you. I've got $1.
Okay, it's a bet. Hey, my release center is here. Let's go uptown a few blocks. I got a locker in one of the toy stores there. Then you can walk around the store while I change my clothes. Then we can meet some of my friends.
Mr. T and Emmanuel Lewis in A Christmas Dream, sponsored in part by all your friends at the Mattel Toy Company.
Beastman, so mad for Battle Armor, He-Man.
Beastman, Battle Armor, He-Man, and Skeletor each sold separately.
Exactly. Just the dent. And that. More dents. But look. They're gone. Only He-Man has this power. Oh, yeah? Battle Armor Skeletor has it, too. Now the real fun begins.
Battle Armor, Skeletor, and He-Man figures each sold separately from the Masters of the Universe collection. Beastman figure also sold separately from Mattel.
Hi, Sheriff. What's good? The soup. I don't eat much soup anymore.
It's good for you. This ad says Campbell's vegetable beef soup's a real good source of vitamin A. That's important. And another thing.
What?
It tastes good.
Ma'am, I'll have a bowl of that Campbell soup, please.
Kid,
Huh?
Eat carefully.
Yes, sir.
Well, little buddy, here we are.
Where will I meet you?
I'll meet you in the magic area.
Oh, you gonna make something disappear?
Yeah, $1 of your money. You go in here, and my locker's around the corner, so I'll meet you in a little while.
What's your name? Jessica? Are you married? No, no. Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
Yes? Yeah? Did he ever break your heart?
No.
No? My girlfriend broke my heart once. Do you want to see what you do when you get a broken heart? Yeah? Okay, I'll show you right now. Over here. Bye-bye, sweetheart. Have a Merry Christmas. Hi.
Hi.
Benny told me to keep an eye on you while he was changing out of his Santa suit. My name's Dave. What's yours?
Billy.
Billy. You see any toys over there you want for Christmas?
No,
No? I'm surprised. You having trouble with your eyes?
there's nothing wrong with my eyes.
Well, we'll see about that. You got a coin on you? Excuse me, sir. Could I borrow a cigarette from you? Oh, that's perfect. Okay, now we're going to see if your eyes are okay. What is this?
A quarter.
A quarter, you sure?
I'm sure.
Yeah? Okay. If I hold this cigarette up to the quarter like this, it'll seem to be sticking to it. And if I keep turning it, the cigarette will look like it's going right through the quarter. Just like that. You don't smoke, do you?
No way.
Good. Neither do I, but it's for the trick. This is the best part of all. If I slowly remove the cigarette, the quarter will seem to be sealing itself up. Have you ever seen a quarter that allows a cigarette to go through it?
No.
There was no such thing.
Wow. Boy, I sure wish I could do magic like you.
Billy, what I do are illusions. And illusions are for the eye or the mind. Magic is for the heart. What happens in people's hearts during Christmas time, now that's magic. And when it happens in your heart, you'll know. I think I see Benny over there waiting for you. I hear you're going to be taking a handsome cab ride. I wish I was going with you. You take care now.
Okay.
Billy, look in your pocket. I think you'll find something back where it belongs. I'll see you later at the party. Bye-bye.
Here's my man Pete. He said he'd give us a ride back to the Rockefeller Center in his buggy. So hop in, little brother.
What did Dave mean about that party tonight?
Well, and each year at this time, a bunch of my friends get together for what you call a Christmas celebration. Nothing fancy, sort of like a family reunion.
I bet you didn't have any family.
I said I didn't have any relatives, but I got lots of friends. And this time of year, we're like family.
I wish that's what I had.
Well, I guess we're even, because all of my friends wish we had a mother and father to share Christmas with.
My parents don't share Christmas with me. You know what I am? I'm a latchkey kid. My parents leave in the morning, and I don't see them until at night.
Oh, what do your folks do all day?
They work.
Oh, you got those kind of parents. I don't blame you for being so mad. They go out and work hard all day long so they can make enough money to give you a nice place to live in. Parents sure sound mean. No wonder you're sour about Christmas.
I don't understand. Sure, they give me toys, only because they have to. They bought me a skateboard. Isn't that great? I don't even know how to skate.
Maybe they wanted you to try something new.
What could you learn falling on your rear end?
Hey, you learn to get up and try again. And that's the best way to learn.
You also get a sore rear end.
See all the fun all those people are having on the ice down there? You think they didn't take a lot of falling before they learned how?
I guess so.
See that couple down there? They didn't always know how to skate. But watch them now.
Here it comes, Diet Coke with 100% NutraSweet, a taste that's one of a kind.
Diet Coke. It's one of a kind. You can look, but you'll never find a taste that tastes like Diet Coke. And feeling good is on your mind. It's one of a kind. Diet Coke. It tastes like me.
Introducing the world of Rainbow Bright, Starlight, and Lucky, each sold separately.
I'm Rainbow Bright, and I have the power of the rainbow to make everybody happy. I'm Lucky, and the cat make me happy. With my purple star and my horse Starlight, wow! I can make you happy and bright.
Starlight, Rainbow Bright, and Lucky are each sold separately. The world of Rainbow Bright is new by Mattel.
Hi, everybody. Come meet my special Disney friends. We're here. We're all here.
Now, only at Hardee's when you buy any sandwich, fries, and Coca-Cola. Get a Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald, or Uncle Scrooge stuffed toy for only $1.99. Collect all 5. A great gift value for kids of all ages.
I'm Jane Pauley. Tomorrow on Today, part 1 of a 5-part interview with Burt Reynolds. Also, Kyle MacLachlan, the young star of Dune. Join us tomorrow on Today.
Where are we going now?
Radio City Music Hall.
I thought we were going to meet some of your friends.
We are. Remember the party I was telling you about? Well, one of my friends works here. So we was able to get the rehearsal hall for the party.
How great.
Hey, Jim.
Hi, Benny. Did you tell the cleaners to send your suit over here? I put it in the rehearsal hall.
Hey, thanks, man. I'm gonna wear it tonight. How you, Louis?
Hiya, Benny.
This is my friend Billy. I wanted to come by to talk to you about a couple things for the party tonight. Billy is the kid I told you about on the phone when I called. Is it okay if he goes in with me?
It's up to Louis. You can handle it.
Him?
Yeah, me.
But you're a dummy.
From what I hear, you're a bit of a dummy yourself, but no matter. We got security rules. You got to give me some information about yourself if you want to go inside.
I've got to answer questions from a dummy.
You do if you want to go inside. What's your story? And the other kid is walking around with a smile on his face because it's Christmas. You come in there with a chip on your shoulder.
I don't have a chip on my shoulder.
Yeah, you do, little man. I know. I'm an expert on chips. I got chips all over my body. Now lighten up. It's Christmas.
Oh, no. Not another person on me about Christmas spirit.
But Christmas is great. People shopping, sending cards. Santa Claus nipping at your nose. Although if he nipped at mine, you'd get a lip full of splinters. And there are presents. Don't forget the presents.
You too? What does a piece of wood know about Christmas presents? What did you ever get for Christmas?
Him.
What did he ever get for Christmas?
Me. And we've been together ever since. Now it's my turn to ask you some questions. What's your name?
Billy Johnson.
And what's your father's place of business?
He works in International Associates.
And what's his phone number there?
What do you need that for?
Hey, man, if you fall into the orchestra pit and break the bass drum, you got the money to pay for that?
No.
And what's your father's phone number?
555-4960.
You got everything you need from Billy. Why don't you give him a pass? You know, we can go out for a walk and get some air.
Wait, but if both of you guys leave, who's going to watch the stage door?
My assistant, Buster. Come on up, Buster. Get Buster. Buster's coming up.
Hey, sucker. I ain't your assistant. I'm his assistant.
Hey, Jim. I thought I told you to get rid of that thing. I like the other one better.
Oh, yeah? Only got one thing to say to you, fool.
And what's that?
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you too, little guy. And do me a favor, will you? Get another haircut. Hey, Jim, could you call Maureen for me?
Sure thing.
Billy, I want you to meet Maureen. She's another friend of mine, and she's the lead singer in the show here at the music hall. Hello, Maureen. This is Benny. I got a friend with me named Billy. Can he come to your dressing room for a few minutes? Oh, that's great. He'll be right in. Okay, Billy. Go right down the hall, and the first door on your right. Hey, what do you think? Is he getting the Christmas spirit yet?
I don't think he's sold yet, but we'll keep trying.
Thanks, Buster, because I don't want to lose this one.
Hi, Billy. Come on in.
Hi, Maureen.
This is Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Billy.
Mike and I are going over some Christmas songs for the party tonight. Say, what's your favorite song?
I don't have one.
Oh, come on. There are all kinds of Christmas songs. There must be one you like.
Nope.
No? Well, let me try to do something about that. Come on, sit down. I think I know a Christmas song that might be just right for you. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, your troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us will be near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Gee, that was nice.
Thank you. It was nice for me, too. You know, it's fun to say Merry Christmas, but it's also fun to hear it, too. Remember that, okay?
Okay, Maureen.
Hello? Oh, okay, I'll tell him. Benny says he'll meet you at the phone booth. Come on, I'll show you where it is. Right down there. Bye-bye, Billy.
Bye, Maureen. Bye, Mike.
Oh, tell Benny I'll see him at the party tonight.
Hey, Billy, why don't you go out and look at the big lobby out there? I got to make a phone call, and I'll see you in a few minutes.
Okay.
Let's see. 55549.
All right, girls, let's get ready to rehearse the wooden soldier number.
go to the party.
Soup is a harvest of nourishment.
How did you get so wet?
I'm not very wet.
Not very wet. Go ahead and eat your soup while it's nice and hot. It's your favorite Campbell's tomato. You eat all that soup, and maybe you'll be okay.
When you're wet and cold and hungry, very few things are more satisfying than a hot, nourishing bowl of Campbell's tomato soup.
Mom, do you still love me anymore?
Oh, soup is good food. It's a world of celebration, joyful Yuletide expectation, where peace and love are felt throughout the land. It's an M&M's chocolate candy season. Moms and Santas know the reason. The milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand. All the world loves M&M's. They're pure milk chocolate joy for everyone.
M&M's chocolate candies. The milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
It's holiday cheer and surprises with Brooke Shields, Shirley Jones, Joey Lawrence, and Olympic star Mary Lou Retton in Bob Ho Ho Hope Jolly Christmas Hour.
Then it's a spectacular national celebration. Join Donnie and Marie Osmond. Give Me a Break's Nell Carter, host Hal Linden, and the U.S. Naval Academy Choir for Christmas in Washington. Next.
If you're looking at video cassette recorders and you're confused by all your choices, just look at the most important feature of all, the picture. And Sony Betamax records a sharper picture than VHS. That's not just our opinion. In tests throughout the country, more people said the picture was sharper with Sony Betamax than VHS. So why doesn't anyone else talk sharper picture? Because no one else can. Betamax, a sharper picture.
Pizza Hut's got this great offer. A Care Bear sticker book for only 49 cents with any pizza.
Look, Mom. Here's Care Bear.
Yes, dear. Kids love them. They're full of stickers and pages to color.
Mom, here's Good Luck Bear.
That's nice. They're 2 books, Caring and Sharing and Play It Safe.
Mom, more Care Bears.
That's fine, dear. But remember, Care Bears are only make-believe. Thank you.
The Care Bear sticker books only at Pizza Hut.
Jimmy Carter on the Cuban Agreement. I love him.
Yeah, it's gonna look even nicer when everybody gets here. It's being fixed up by some of Santa's helpers.
Sure, I know. Like the elves.
No, little brother. They're called stagehands. Hey, Jim. Hey, Louie. Hi, everybody.
Do people exchange a lot of different gifts at this party?
No. They all exchange the same kind of present. Friendship. And it's the best gift in the world. Plus, it's free. You see, Christmas is more than just another day on the calendar. It's also a state of mind. Merry Christmas means different things to different people.
What does it mean to you?
Well, Billy, you see, when I was little like you, I grew up on welfare. And it was rough. We was poor financially, but we was rich spiritually. And we couldn't afford a lot of material things in life, so we concentrated on the more important things.
Like what?
Like what? If you wake up Christmas morning and find your mother and father alive and healthy, Merry Christmas.
And presents doesn't matter?
No, not really. It all depends. Christmas without presents, it ain't that bad. But Christmas without love, that's bad. Christmas without friendship, that's bad. Christmas without hope, that's bad. But Christmas without sharing, that's real bad.
Sharing what?
Friendship, a smile, a handshake, a laugh, or maybe even a song. Look, there's Maureen, rehearsing some of the songs she's gonna share with us later tonight.
Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, tingling. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
walking in the winter wonderland. There's a birthday party at the home of Farmer Gray. It'll be the perfect ending of a perfect day. We'll be singing the songs we love to sing without a single stop at the fireplace while we watch the chestnut pop. Pop, pop, pop. There's a happy feeling nothing in the world can buy when you pass around the coffee and the pumpkin pie. It'll nearly be like a picture print by Currier and Ives. These wonderful things are the things we remember all through our lives. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kissed goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. When it snows, ain't it thrilling? How you know it gets the killing. We're gonna get blindly at them away. Walking in a winter wonder, walking in a winter wonder, walking in a winter wonderland. Billy, you're just the person I want to talk to.
Me? Why?
Well, sometimes people say things when they feel bad that they don't really mean.
I don't understand.
Well, a little while ago, you told me you didn't have a favorite Christmas song. I think that was just because you were feeling bad, huh? I mean, you really do have one, don't you?
Well,
Come on, what is it?
Santa Claus is coming to town. I sang it in my school play.
Oh, were you good?
That was okay.
Hey, I bet you was more than okay.
Come on, why don't you do it for us?
I'm not a singer.
Billy, I'm a singer all year round. But at Christmas time, everybody's a singer. And at Christmas time, everybody sounds great and sings on key. So come on, how about it?
Well,
Oh, come on, maestro! Hey!
you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Billy. And you know what? We all thank you for that present.
What about you? What are you going to do for this party?
Well, my part comes in later, after everybody gets here.
I'll help you if you want me to.
Hey, buddy, you know who you sound like?
What?
You sound like somebody who's on his way to losing his dollar.
Suddenly, the feeling grabs you. You can't control your feet. And stepping, stopping, spinning, hopping, dancing to the beat. Moving your feet, bringing you back. Did you all these kind of special sauce big back? It's a good time for the great taste. You all beef patty special sauce big back. Moving your feet, bringing you back. Out on the floor, touching the sky, reaching for a taste 7 stories high. It's a good time. Big back for the great taste. Bringing you back. It's a good time for the great taste. Oh, McDonald's. Big back.
Is Snake Mountain ready to take on He-Man?
Snake Mountain, Battle Armor, He-Man, and Skeletor each sold separately. You put the mountain together. Batteries not included.
Is your serpent ready to strike? Yes. Come, He-Man. Come to Snake Mountain. Yes, you dare.
Snake Mountain with Echo Microphone, new from the Masters of the Universe collection. Action figures each sold separately from Mattel.
What you gonna drink now? Go for milk, don't you think now? Strike for milk, you wanna feel great, feel safe, first rate. You wanna go for milk now. You'll feel great now. That's for sure, get it straight now. Now if the store has more milk, 'cause milk's got more. You'll really go for milk.
I hope he does a good job. If he doesn't, who's gonna tell him?
Well, how look, little buddy?
Hey, can I get a suit like that?
Well, if you be good, I'll let you use this one day. When the choir director told me he was bringing the choir down here tonight, I asked him if he would help me with my story. He said he would, so here goes. We all know a lot about that night, almost 2,000 years ago, the most famous night in the history of the world. I'm not just talking about the big things, I'm talking about the little things also. We even know what the weather was like that night. Joseph. He wasn't rich, but a baby was going to be born. A baby the whole world had been waiting for. A baby that would change the entire world. And then the innkeeper said to Mary, "There's no room in the inn." Could you believe what this man said to Mary? Surely that was no way to treat a lady, especially a mother-to-be. But Mary had no choice, because it was prophesied that this birth would take place at this time in that place. forced to go to the stable for the birth of her baby. And we know that all kinds of people were following that brilliant star that was shining above the stable. We know that shepherds was on nearby hills tending their flocks. And from far, far away came three men riding the backs of camels, bringing gifts for the baby. The first Christmas present for the baby. We even know what those presents were. They were gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Yes, we know that these people from all walks of life, kings and queens, emperors and beggars, soldiers and thieves, they all came to that manger. But what happened reached beyond that stable, reached beyond Bethlehem, reached beyond anything anyone could imagine. We know that the baby laid in the manger, and we even know that he was wrapped in swaddling clothes. And after all the excitement of his birth, a peacefulness settled throughout the countryside. And that's the way it was meant to be. For unto us a child was born, a son was given, and his name was to be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. know just one thing you don't know about that night, and that is, did the baby smile? From all the books that I've read, from all the songs that I've heard, from all the historical records that I've seen, and from all the theologians that have spoken, from all the scholars that have spoken, and the teachers, the preachers, the priests, and yes, even the prophets. Not one of them could tell us whether or not that baby smiled. No, we don't know if that baby smiled that night, but all of us, right here and right now, should make a promise that during this Christmas season and every Christmas season, we should help somebody who needs help, because the blessed of us must try to save the less of us. And then, and only then, will we know that we have made that baby smile.
A very special favor from you.
Sure, little buddy. What's that?
I'd like to go home. Would you take me home?
I would love to, little buddy, but somebody else came to do that.
I have some business to take care of.
Okay.
He seems like a very nice kid. I hope he gets what he wants for Christmas.
I think he already did.
It's a bubbling spa. Lots of bubbles.
Fun Gold Malibu Barbie and PJ Doll, each sold separately.
That's fun. Let me make the bubbles. Barbie says bubbles tickle her toes. Quick, catch the box. Let's have some punch. But first, pump up those bubbles.
Barbie Bubbling Spa.
Barbie Bubbling Spa comes with everything you see here. Dolls each sold separately. From Mattel. Pizza Hut's got this great offer. A Care Bear sticker book for only 49 cents with any pizza.
Look, Mom. Here's Care Bear.
Yes, dear. Kids love them. They're full of stickers and pages to color.
Mom, there's Good Luck Bear.
That's nice. They're 2 books, Caring and Sharing and Play It Safe.
Mom, more Care Bears.
That's fine, dear. But remember, Care Bears are only make-believe. Thank you.
The Care Bear sticker books only at Pizza Hut.
Tuesday on the A-Team. Who's got the guts to grab Mr. T's gold and chain him to Murdoch?
Like taking downtown Tokyo away from Godzilla.
And on Riptide, Murray the Powerful, Murray the Ruthless, Murray the Media Star?
I think we created a monster.
And on Remington Steele, one of these masterful mystery writers has murder in mind for Laura and Steele.
Tuesday.
Next, don't miss Brooke Shields, Shirley Jones, Olympic star Mary Lou Retton, Heisman winner Doug Flutie, and the AP All-American football team in Bob Hope's Christmas special. Then it's a spectacular star-filled national celebration, Christmas in Washington.
NBC, let's all be there.
Which European beer is more popular in America than all the others combined?
Come to think of it, I'll have a Heineken.
Welcome to your Toyota dealer's 1985 Spotlight Specials. Introducing the Cressida, limousine performance and luxury at a price you can afford. Meet the Corolla GTS with the revolutionary twin-cam 16-valve power plant. The Camry, front-wheel drive, sells for over $1,300 less than Honda Accord. Tercel, Toyota's lowest price car, sells for over $1,400 less than Nissan Sentra. So hurry to your Toyota dealer, make your best deal, and drive one home today.
Through the centuries, a wine has evolved with a unique taste, the taste of selected European vinifera grapes. A taste so incredibly delicious it wins awards year after year. Every year. A taste that has won the hearts of more people than any other imported wine in history. Bruneti on ice. So nice. If you haven't tried Bruneti, you don't know what you're missing.
It's holiday cheer and surprises with Brooke Shields, Shirley Jones, Joey Lawrence, and Olympic star Mary Lou Retton in Bob Ho Ho Hope's Jolly Christmas Hour.
Then it's a spectacular national celebration. Join Donnie and Marie Osmond. Give Me a Break's Nell Carter, host Hal Linden, and the U.S. Naval Academy Choir for Christmas in Washington. Next.
Who has a refreshing new vision with more color and sound and less space? It's RCA, and it's no mirage. This 25-inch TV actually fits in the space of a 19-inch set. It's the slim full-spectrum TV, the first full stereo TV to process 100% of the audio-video signal. All the color, all the sound, all the time. The slim full stereo full-spectrum TV is no mirage. Only from RCA, technology that excites the senses.
Burger King presents Double Trouble.
I knew it the first time I laid eyes on one. This was no ordinary quarter-pound burger. Word was it was called a double. You could get it straight, with cheese, even crispy bacon, but that was just the half of it. It also had this rep for flame-broiled taste. Then, when I took a bite, that was the clincher. I knew a double from Burger King only spelled one thing for those fried quarter-pound burgers: double trouble.
Aren't you hungry for Burger King now?
The following program is an NBC special presentation.
Bob Hope presents Ho Ho Hope's Jolly Christmas Hour, starring Brooke Shields, Mary Lou Retton, AP's All-America football team, Joey Lawrence, the International Children's Choir of America, the 1985 Rose Queen and her court, and special guest Shirley Jones. Brought to you in part by Texaco. You can trust your car to the products with a star. So as you drive, always look for the sign of the Texaco star. And by Seiko and your authorized Seiko dealer. This plaque is the sign you can trust when you want the best of Seiko. And now, here is the star of our show, Bob Hope.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.
very, very much. That's nice. I just want to say this is Bob Mistletoe Hope telling you it's Christmas time, which brings with it peace and goodwill toward men. And as Reagan said to Santa Claus, there you go again. And it's easy to tell it's Christmas here at NBC. They have a beautiful nativity scene set up in the hall, and it's so realistic with Bill Cosby asleep in the manger with a cigar in his mouth. Now, it's officially Christmas season in Hollywood. Michael Jackson's glove is hung by the chimney with care, and John DeLorean sent a letter to the North Pole asking for a donation. But Christmas is different out here. It's just not the same when you string Christmas lights between two palm trees. And having a white Christmas in Hollywood means you need a stronger dandruff shampoo. Now, it's very tough to have a white Christmas in Washington. With all that hot air, the snow melts before it hits the ground. Hey, and can you believe all those department store sales this year? I went shopping in one crowded store and wound up in ladies' lingerie. Not the department. I wound up in ladies' lingerie. Well, we were jammed in so tight, I had 6 different people put their hand in my pocket. Didn't seem like Christmas. Seemed more like tax time. I said to one guy, "Excuse me, sir, but your hand is in my pocket." He said, "I beg to differ, but your legs are in my trousers." I enjoyed it, though. I did my shopping and got a massage all at the same time. One of the hottest Christmas gifts this year is the game of Trivial Pursuit. Trivial Pursuit, that's a guy chasing Phyllis Diller. Have you seen those Christmas cards that talk and sing? They're expensive. I bought one that said, "Have a nice day. For $3 more, I would have wished you a Merry Christmas." You know, after Mr. Reagan's success in the election, a lot of influential Democrats are thinking of running an actor in '88. Can you imagine Robert Redford following Reagan into the White House? At least they wouldn't have to change the monogram towels. Now, if this keeps up, they're going to add a marquee outside the White House. It'll just say, "Now playing at the White House." And they're only looking for good-looking guys now. The official presidential song may soon become "Hail to the Hunk." They were thinking of asking Johnny Carson to run for office, but they didn't want to have to get a guest president every Monday night. Have you seen Joan Collins' autobiography, Past Imperfect? Her past may be imperfect, but her present looks pretty good to me, I'll tell you that. Yes, sir. No, it's an amazing book. She tells about every man she's ever been with. I don't know if I was reading her life story or the Guinness Book of World Records. She makes Shelley Winters look like Mother Teresa. But the book is hot. It's already in its second printing. The first one melted. In the bookstore where I picked it up was filed under hobbies. I didn't go there to buy it. It jumped off the shelf and propositioned me. No, it's bad enough when stars kiss and tell. Now they kiss and publish. And did you hear the new addition to the White House? The first dog? His name is Lucky. What else would you call a dog who uses the Lincoln Room as a sandbox? Nancy named the dog. Ronnie said, "I swore off name-calling right after the election." And there's nothing wrong with having a dog at the White House, but somehow it doesn't seem too dignified to have the presidential seal on a pooper scooper. The puppy's first day in the White House, the president yelled, "Here, Lucky," and George Bush came running in. Mr. Reagan is training it himself. Already has taught him how to wag his tail only to the right. Hey, did you hear that McDonald's has served its 50 billionth burger? God, is that something? I haven't seen that much beef since the time I took a sauna with Orson Welles. And Chrysler President Lee Iacocca has been chosen Grand Marshal of January's Rose Parade. Iacocca, isn't that something? They wanted someone for the automotive industry. That way, if one of the floats breaks down, he can fix it. And I hear he wasn't easy to get. He agreed to do it only after the pageant officials convinced him that the Rose Bowl game this year is Detroit versus Japan. We have a nice bunch of Christmas movies this year, which is a change. And one of the biggest hits is Beverly Hills Cop, starring Eddie Murphy. Eddie plays a cop on loan from an eastern city, and just to show him who's boss, the Beverly Hills chief sends him on their roughest detail, handling the valet parking at auto accidents. And how about George Burns in Oh, God, You Devil? George plays two parts. When he tells jokes, he's God. When he sings, he's the devil. I never knew the devil was that old. In one scene, he's carrying an orthopedic pitchfork. Can you imagine someone his age still making movies? When the director says action, what he really means, check to see if George is still awake. This is the third time he's played God. That makes him one up on Reagan. And how about the new tax proposal announced by Treasury Secretary Reagan on TV last week? The new system would mean lower taxes for most Americans, simplified tax forms, and higher taxes on corporations. I tuned in and I thought I was watching an episode of Fantasy Island. Now they're trying to make it easier to figure out how much we pay. I want them to make it easier to figure out how much we can keep. Now, Mr. Reagan wants to simplify taxes totally, get rid of them and have a federal lottery. He wants to raffle off Minnesota. Everyone in Washington is talking about the president's $12 million inauguration. Only in America would we spend $12 million to honor a man dedicated to cutting spending. Imagine. The inauguration was moved from January 20th to 21st, so it wouldn't conflict with the Super Bowl. The president will stand up to the Russians, but he doesn't want to tangle with the NFL. Switching back and forth between the inauguration and the Super Bowl could be very confusing. Do it too fast, you might think the oath of office was administered by a pom-pom girl. Yesterday, they sent Mr. Reagan the Bible he'll be sworn in on, and out of habit, he sent it back for a rewrite. Thank you. Thank you very much. Tonight is the premiere of one of the new Texaco System 2000 stations, already in many cities. A bold new look with computerized pumps and more of them, so you can wait on yourself and get in and out faster. System 2000 is so convenient, it's already the most popular station in Texaco history. Texaco System 2000, serving you through the year 2000 and beyond. Regular or super unleaded.
Seiko captures a golden era for women. The channeled look for uninterrupted impact. A rich, rich weaving of opulent texture. An interlocking of elegance and style. And the brilliant touch only a diamond can give. At Seiko, great technology inspires great design. Seiko, setting the standard for the world for the future.
You know, there were many exciting moments in the 1984 Olympics in Los Angeles last summer, but none was greater than when this dynamic young lady from Fairmont, West Virginia, scored a 10 and won the gold medal as the world's premier woman gymnast. Ladies and gentlemen, Mary Lou Retton, right here. Well, I'm sure glad you could join us, Mary Lou.
I've been looking forward to it, Mr. Hope.
Did you come by plane or just cartwheel and tumble in?
I came the easy way by plane.
Well, Mary Lou, you know, you captivated the world when you won that event. And what was your biggest thrill? When you won the competition or when you were awarded the gold medal?
It's really hard to say, but I guess the biggest thrill was when they presented me with the gold medal. You know, it's like in your business, when you win an Oscar.
Innocent youth. They never realize how much they can hurt you. Tell me, Mary Lou, when did you start in gymnastics?
I started rather late in life. I was 7 years old.
That is late in life. You'd be 28 years old to Lauren Green. Do you think it's important for youngsters to participate in sports of all kinds?
I do, because I think athletic activities teach us about life.
Uh-huh.
You're a golfer, Mr. Hope. What has golf taught you about life?
How to survive in the woods. Since your triumphs in the Olympics, do your friends and the people in your hometown treat you the same way?
Not really. The last time I went home, they had a big celebration, parade. I got a key to the city and everything.
Yeah, really, huh?
Well, you know what it's like. I'm sure your hometown had a big ceremony for you.
They were going to once, but it was too cold and windy, and the tar wouldn't heat up, and all the feathers blew away. But now you're doing a lot of television, Mary Lou. Do you enjoy it?
Oh, yes, but it doesn't nearly take the training or skill that gymnastics does.
I feel like I've just been kicked off the balance beam. But Mary Lou, I couldn't pass up this opportunity to congratulate you again for winning that gold medal in the all-around.
I was very lucky, Bob. I guess you could say Christmas came a little bit early for me this year.
Yeah, for us, too. You sure managed to spread around a lot of peace and goodwill. But speaking of Christmas, do you realize there are only 8 more shopping days left?
Yes, and I haven't even worked up enough courage to start yet. Wrestling with those crowds of shoppers takes more agility than doing a floor exercise.
Well, I know one store that's not too jammed. That's because it's the set for a little Christmas sketch we cooked up. In it, I play a toy salesman, and the delightful Shirley Jones plays a shopper, and Mary Lou plays...
Bob, please, you'll spoil the suspense.
You're right, Mary Lou. Whoever said athletes weren't in show business?
Futz, where the devil are you? Futz!
Coming, sir. Coming, sir. Coming. Clarence Futz at your service, sir.
Oh, stop it. This computerized doll you ordered, you said it cost $500. I got a bill here for $5,000.
Well, that's only 1 0 off. I mean, what's a 0?
What's in your head is a 0.
I'm coming along, sir. Yesterday you said it was empty.
What is your educational background?
Well, I used to clean the blackboards on Sesame Street. Also changed the papers on the Big Bird.
Now, Klutz, you listen to me. If you don't sell this doll tonight, you are through, finished, out, and furthermore, fired.
Fired? Right at the height of my career. How am I going to sell an expensive doll like this? What I need is a very wealthy customer to come walking in here. Boy, my prayers are answered. George Burns must have heard me. Good day, madam.
Your face looks very familiar.
Well, that's entirely possible. In my off hours, I'm a peeping Tom.
Ah, I do remember you.
We met before?
Back in Riverside. I lived in the big house on the hill.
Oh, yeah, the one with the mink roof?
That was the next hill, silly boy. I'm Victoria Van Fleet.
Victoria Van Fleet, the fabulously wealthy whoopee cushion heiress.
Say, I'm looking for a Christmas present for my 8-year-old niece.
Well, Miss Van Fleet, I have just the thing for it. It's called the Olympic doll. It's the latest thing in electronics. You run it by a remote control. Look at here, like this.
Fantastic. Gee, thanks for releasing see me. It's getting awfully stuffy in there. That nonstop flight from Japan's a killer.
I don't believe this. You mean she can talk?
Either that or one of us is the ventriloquist.
My name is Olympia, and I came to bring joy and happiness to some little girl at Christmas.
You can bring them joy all year round if you can also clean up bedrooms.
Oh, I'm totally functional. All you have to do is keep my batteries fresh and oil my parts.
I know the feeling. I need a Sears die-hard to get my heart started in the morning. Let's see what this button does.
Let's see a Cabbage Patch doll do that.
You're fabulous.
Yeah, what are you made of anyway?
Teflon, silicone chips, fiber optics, space strength aluminum, plus sugar and spice and everything nice. What are you made of?
He's made of snips and snails and puppy dogs' tails.
Amazing, though. It looks like they put the puppy dog's tail where his nose is supposed to be.
Watch it. You could become a factory reject. Gee, so you were the rich girl who lived at the top of the hill, and I was the poor boy who lived at the bottom. I didn't think you even knew I existed.
Of course I knew you existed. Who do you think used to roll those boulders down the hill at you?
It was you? Gosh, and all the time I thought we lived in earthquake country. Well, let's see what this button does. What a doll. She wouldn't have any trouble taking Ken away from Barbie, huh? You know, Victoria, I once had a crush on you.
Well, I had a big thing for you, too, Clarence. I used to write I love you on those boulders.
Yeah, it's a nice thought, but it knocked out 3 of my brothers.
Hey, la vie.
Gee, you mean you really love me?
Watch it. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm glad I didn't press the B button for breakdancing. She could screw herself right into the ground. Victoria, how about wrapping up this cute little Olympia for your niece?
I don't think so.
Oh, please purchase me. I don't want to spend the rest of my life in a toy store.
Well, I'm sorry, but now that I think about it, I do believe my niece would prefer a baby doll.
Oh, my. I'd better activate my computer brain and solve this problem.
Clarence, did you ever have a crush on any other girl besides me?
Well, once.
Was she pretty?
Well, let me put it this way. She was the only guest on Family Feud that Richard Dawson refused to kiss.
Wow, I feel something. You two still have a thing for each other.
We do?
Kiss her. Go ahead, kiss her.
Oh, how can I disobey a talking doll? Boy, this sure beats the boulders being rolled down a hill at you.
Why don't you two get married? And then you can buy me and adopt me.
Hey, that's brilliant thinking. Why didn't I think of that?
It's a wonderful idea. Come on, family, let's go. Walk this way.
If I did, the boys at the Elks Club wouldn't talk to me. Imagine walking that way.
Not me. I'd rather walk this way.
Yeah? Hey, this is going to work out fine. If we ever have any teenage problems, we can turn her off. Huh?
Stay tuned for more of Bob Hope's Holiday Cheer with Brooke Shields, Shirley Jones, and the AP All-American football team.
Now Seiko gives you the moon in all its phases on the world's first analog quartz chronograph. And Taylor's gray with dashes of gold tone in a man's modern classic. To an elegant dress circle, Seiko adds a date window and creates a bold alarm chronograph to sport everywhere. At Seiko, great technology inspires great design. Seiko, setting the standard for the world for the future.
Ocean Spray are indeed proud to be a part of your holidays again this year. May they be the warmest ever.
Lots of motor oils talk protection and mileage. I want proof.
Proof. New York taxis drove over 250,000 punishing miles with no oil-related failures. That's Haviland Supreme Protection.
Not bad, but...
Proof. After 1 million miles of state trooper driving, no oil-related failures. That's Haviland Supreme Protection.
No kidding.
Proof. In fuel economy tests, it delivered improved mileage. Texaco Haviland Supreme.
They've got the proof.
Monday, it's an all-new Little House movie, a 2-hour Christmas special. Will the holidays bring tragedy when Laura's baby is kidnapped?
Why did you leave her?
Bless all the dear children, Monday.
I'm Jane Pauley. Tomorrow on Today, part 1 of a 5-part interview with Burt Reynolds. Also, Kyle MacLachlan, the young star of Dune. Join us tomorrow on Today.
Thank you. And now here's the First Lady of American Song, Shirley Jones, with the International Children's Choir of America. Hey, if they had an intercollegiate beauty contest, I bet my next guest would be the winner going away. Here she is, movie star model, the most photogenic face in the civilized world, the one and only Brooke Shields, right here. know, I heard a rumor about you.
What's that?
Well, I heard during summer vacation when you were making a picture, you were hobnobbing with royalty.
Well, I don't know about hobnobbing, but I was seeing a couple of princes.
Really? How about that? When I was your age, the only prince I knew was an Airedale.
Come on, Bob. You know a lot of royalty.
True, but my first encounter was when I was 10 years old, was the most exciting.
What happened?
Well, I was kidnapped by Tanya, queen of the gypsies. And they were very mean to me. Whenever a gypsy made his violin cry, I had to mop up. Hey, thank you for spending part of your Christmas vacation with us.
Oh, Bob, I wouldn't miss it for the world. I really just wanted to come here, spend some time with you, and say Merry Christmas.
Oh, I was hoping it was because my gift was too big to mail. Well, can't win them all. How are things going in school? I know the guys at Princeton are studying you, but what are you studying?
Well, actually, psychology is my favorite. And while I'm here, I made you a report on you.
Come on. Really?
Really? Yes, I made you a paper on the comedy mind.
Oh, that's nice.
And how it differs from the normal mind.
They always told me I was pretty smart at the sanitarium.
Bob, see, not being normal does not necessarily mean a bad thing.
Oh, that should make Boy George feel a lot better.
Well, you see, there's supernormal, which means above the norm.
Yeah,
And then there's subnormal, which means below the norm.
I got it.
And then there's abnormal, which just means different from the norm.
And which one am I?
None of them. That's why I'm studying you.
I feel like a mental guinea pig.
That was my first guess, too.
Well, I'm not sure I want to go to Princeton in a formaldehyde jar.
Psychology is really just studying people. For instance, have you ever heard of Ebenezer Scrooge?
Heard of him, he's my agent.
He could have been cured of all his problems if he had just seen a good psychiatrist.
Yeah, but it would have driven Charles Dickens crazy.
No, really, Bob. Just picture Ebenezer Scrooge going to a psychiatrist. Lynn! Good morning, Mr. Scrooge. May I help you?
I'm not sure. Do you validate?
Yes, we do.
It's a good thing, otherwise you'd get some of this.
Now, Mr. Scrooge, that's hardly the Christmas spirit.
Christmas spirit, bah, humbug.
Why do you always say bah humbug?
Well, I used to say bah grasshopper, but nobody ever quoted me.
Oh, I see. I think. Anyway, you've come to the right person. I'm the most famous psychiatrist in all of England.
Oh, really? Who have you treated?
Robin Hood, for one.
What was wrong with him?
Plenty. Do you know, when he first came to me, he was stealing from the poor and giving to the rich. He couldn't unload anything.
Did you ever find out why he runs around with that pointy hat and those leotards?
Well, you've heard about Robin and his merry men, haven't you? Anyway, why don't you just sit down here, lie down, make yourself quite comfortable. I'm going to ask you some preliminary questions. Let's see. How much schooling have you had?
12 years.
It's quite a bit.
Yeah. They were all in the first grade. I spent the first 8 of them learning how to spell Ebenezer.
Are you at all familiar with psychoanalysis?
I'm not sure. What label are they on? I'm here because I've always had bad luck. You heard about Lady Godiva?
Yes.
Well, talk about bad luck. She rode side saddle and I was on the wrong side of the street.
That could be quite frustrating. Do you only get these negative feelings during the holidays?
Yeah, I'm pretty mean all year round. I'm an equal opportunity jerk.
You know, your dreams could tell us a lot. What did you dream about last night?
Putting money in the bank.
And the night before that?
Putting more money in the bank.
And the night before that?
Putting more money in the bank.
And the night before that?
I didn't dream that night.
Would there be any reason for this?
It was a holiday. The bank was closed.
I bet you still have the first shilling you ever made.
Yeah, and 3 fingers of the man who handed it to me.
That could be your problem. Worrying about money is bad for you. It could lead to other problems.
Yeah, well, then I'm not going to pay you your fee.
Would you see what I mean? Now you've got me worrying about money. You also hate Christmas.
Oh, it's the worst day of the year. It's the worst day in history. With the possible exception of the day they invented the Have a Nice Day bumper stickers.
Mr. Bob Cratchit works for you. He has a son that's lame named Tiny Tim.
Yeah, that's right.
Why do you keep kicking the crutch out from under Tiny Tim?
Well, I like to see the little bounder bounce. Bum, 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 bum.
You really are mean, cruel, despicable.
Thank you. I tried.
Wherever is your heart?
I left it in San Francisco.
When was the last time you did something nice for someone?
Well, last month I spread my cloak over a mud puddle for Lady Harkness to walk on.
Well, I heard that you pulled back your cloak just as Lady Harkness was about to step on it. She flopped right into the middle of the mud puddle.
Yeah.
What is nice about that?
Well, she went on to become a mud wrestler, made a fortune. Poor Lord Harkness. Now every time he tries to hug her, he slides off. Let's forget about the tests and everything. Give it to me straight, Doc. What's wrong with me?
Well, I'm afraid you're suffering from acute paranoia of the left antibular cerebellum.
Oh, could you give me that in layman's terms?
If you were a building, your top story would be condemned.
It's too bad. There's such a great view from up here. Will I have to spend the rest of my life going into a funk every December?
Not at all, Mr. Scrooge. Many people do suffer from the Christmas blahs, but I'm going to prescribe something for you that will work every time. With this, you'll soon emerge from your depression relaxed, content, and full of joy and happiness. You'll be able to face Christmas with a renewed sense of confidence and well-being.
Oh, that's great, Doc. What is it, some sort of miracle drug?
No, it's called a credit card.
Oh, goody. Now I can have a jolly Christmas.
That's right, and no payments until March.
Yeah. Payments? Bah, humbug, humbug.
When your car knocks driving uphill, does everybody pass you?
Everybody's passing.
I'm well aware of that fact, Eunice.
Oh, it's only a comment, Walter.
And I took note of the comment, Eunice.
Try Texaco's higher octane that gave powerful turbos even more power against regular unleaded. Texaco's super unleaded boosted acceleration almost 12%.
Isn't that Werner Lutz? We went to high school together.
By golly, you're right. I thought Werner was dead.
Texaco's super unleaded, superstar power for more car power.
Hi, Bob Do-It-Yourself Hope here for Haviland Supreme Motor Oil. Texaco's formula with its 9 additives gives proven engine protection against wear, rust, and corrosion. And Haviland's Friction Fighter reduces engine friction to help save gasoline in your car. Next time you change oil, get the motor oil that gives you proven engine protection and helps save gasoline. Haviland Supreme.
Stay tuned for more of Bob Hope's Jolly Christmas Hour right after this station break.
Tuesday on the A-Team, who's got the guts to grab Mr. T's gold and chain him to Murdoch?
Like taking downtown Tokyo away from Godzilla.
And on Riptide, Murray the Powerful, Murray the Ruthless, Murray the Media Star?
I think we created a monster.
And on Remington Steele, one of these masterful mystery writers has murder in mind for Laura and Steele.
Tuesday.
When a neighborhood starts to die, it seems there's nothing anyone can do to save it. But that's not true. With enough caring, a neighborhood can live. Citibank knows it. And Citibank knows it takes a lot of people and a lot of hard work. For over 15 years, we've helped restore communities throughout the New York area. We provide more money for more housing than any other bank in New York. We have a commitment to this city. After all, it's our city, too.
It's your city, Citibank.
Metro North drills for disaster. Story at 11.
In the Olympics, the dream of every competitor is to win a gold medal. In college football, one of the top honors is to be voted the best by the Associated Press sports writers from all over this nation. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome these outstanding young athletes, members of the All-American football team for 1984. First, the defense.
Leslie O'Neal, Oklahoma State University defensive tackle.
Yes, sir. Leslie's kind of large. When he plays, he has to wear a number and a license plate.
Bruce Smith, Virginia Tech defensive tackle.
Look at the size of this guy. If we had anything this big when I went to school, we held a senior prom in it.
Tony Casillas, Oklahoma, middle guard.
Yes, sir. When a Tony takes the field, he's always easy to spot. Instead of a number on his jersey, he has a zip code.
How would you like me to zip your lip?
It's the last time I buy a line from Don Rickles.
Greg Carr, linebacker, Auburn University.
Greg really creates havoc among the offense, which causes problems. After each play, the game is delayed while homicide detectives draw chalk lines around his victims.
Jack Del Rio, linebacker from the University of Southern California.
Yes, sir. When Jack has finished sacking quarterbacks, he can't wait to turn pro so he can appear in beer commercials. He told me he's not sure which he enjoys more, a blitz or a schlitz.
James Wright, University of South Carolina linebacker.
Yes, sir. At SC, James' specialty is the quarterback sack. During one play, he squeezed the quarterback so hard, the guy is now using a watch band to keep his pants up.
Larry Station, University of Iowa, linebacker.
At 6'1" and 233 pounds, Larry is the pride of the Midwest, and it's easy to tell why. He was born in Iowa, Nebraska, and Missouri.
David Fulcher, Arizona State, defensive back.
Yes, sir. David is one of the most popular players at Arizona. He really gives the alumni there a lift. After every game, he carries them home on his shoulders.
Jerry Gray, University of Texas, defensive back.
There's Jerry, another two-time winner. Jerry's been physical all his life. When he was born, he slapped the doctor before the doctor could slap him.
Kyle Morrell, Brigham Young University, defensive back.
Let me tell you, Kyle's fantastic. He's intercepted more passes than Brooke Shields' mother.
Tony Thurman, Boston College, defensive back.
Tony, how do you keep in such great shape? I mean, when you're in training, do you go out with girls?
It's part of my training.
Boy, ask a dumb question, you get a smart answer.
Ricky Anderson, Vanderbilt University, punter.
Yes, sir. Ricky had an 82-yard punt against Georgia this year. Two of the referees had to take a cab just to spot the ball. Now the offensive team.
Mark Bavall, Notre Dame tight end.
Now, Mark can really get loose to snag those passes. He's got more tricky moves than a nudist at a bumblebee convention. Earlier this year, this Notre Dame star had a slight leg injury. It was finally diagnosed as holy water on the knee.
Eddie Brown, University of Miami, wide receiver.
Eddie grabs anything that's up in the air. He had 9 catches in his last game, but one was disallowed. He came down with a Goodyear blimp.
David Williams, University of Illinois, wide receiver.
Another great receiver, and after he catches the ball, it's not easy to stop him. He's carried so many tacklers along with him, he's listed in the yellow pages under public transportation.
Elvis Brown, University of Florida, offensive tackle.
Yes, sir, this is one big football player. He's going to play in the Hula Bowl and the Senior Bowl at the same time.
Bill Fralick, University of Pittsburgh, offensive tackle.
This is Bill's 3rd time on the All-American. Let me tell you, that's great. And he's always been known for his strength. Even as a little Boy Scout, he didn't walk little old ladies across the street. He threw them across.
Dan Lynch, Washington State University, offensive guard.
Dan's a tough football player. When he's blocking, he can carry 4 men with him. He has muscles in places where I don't even have places.
Dale Wilkes, University of South Carolina, offensive guard.
At 6'3" and 266 pounds, Dell is one of the most aggressive blockers in the history of South Carolina. He doesn't even wear a face mask. That's because he keeps eating it.
Mark Tranowitz, University of Nebraska, center.
Yeah, Mark is the big center for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. He feels he has to play extra hard because from his point of view, the other 10 players are upside down.
Doug Flutie, Boston College quarterback.
Congratulations. Our Heisman Trophy winner, ladies and gentlemen, right there. Yes, sir. What a passer Doug is. Doug can thread a needle at 30 yards. He's been drafted by the AFL, the NFL, and the Sun City Ladies Sewing Circle.
Keith A. Byers, Ohio State, running back.
Yes, sir. Byers can run over tacklers, through them, or just toss them aside. He's more dangerous with the ball than Jerry Ford.
Kenneth Davis, Texas Christian University, running back.
Opponents say that Ken Davis runs like the wind. That's because whenever you try to grab him, all you catch is pneumonia.
John Lee, UCLA, place kicker.
John's longest kick at UCLA was a 52-yarder against Arizona State, and it almost caused an international incident. It showed up on the anti-missile radar screen in Moscow. The Associated Press 1984 All-American Football Team, ladies and gentlemen, there they are. Sit on down, fellas. Come on down. Let me say, it takes more than just natural ability to make the All-American team. It takes a dedication to training, to playing the game, to the spirit of intercollegiate football, and of course it takes a dedication to excellence in scholastic endeavors. And And it also takes a dedication to American womanhood. Thanks, fellas, and lots of luck. I think I'll get my hat and go with them.
City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air, there's a feeling of Christmas.
Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile. And on every street corner you hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Strings of streetlights, even stoplights, blink a bright red and green as the shoppers rush home with their treasures.
Hear the snow crunch, see the kids bunch. This is Santa's big scene. And above all this bustle, you hear
silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Soon it will be Christmas Day.
Bob, he's a pro. I can't beat him.
I fixed the race. He's driving on regular unleaded, but you've got Texaco Super Unleaded.
But
Even against a pro in an identical turbo car, it can boost power, improving acceleration up steep grades almost 12%.
I won!
When you need more octane, Superstar Power gives you more car power.
I won!
Next time you get the Texaco Super Unleaded.
Behind the new Texaco Star, there's a new Texaco.
LaSalle Seco. Superb design, responding to the challenge of the highest quartz technology. LaSalle Seco. Thinness, at times almost two-dimensional. Form that reaches for perfection. And now LaSalle Seco Gold in the preeminent 14-karat timepiece of this decade. LaSalle Seco, among the world's great possessions.
You eat smoke for 12 hours. So hot you feel like you're working inside a furnace. Yeah, you get a headache. You want something strong. Anacin.
Anacin. 23% more medicine than regular pain relievers. Anacin stops pain fast.
Headache's gone. And no stomach upset. That really takes the heat off.
Anacin. More medicine.
Take a close look at a new small car from today's Chevrolet. New Spectrum. In Spectrum, you'll discover both sporty performance and everyday economy. The performance comes from 5-speed overhead cam thrills that boast a test track time of 0 to 50 in 8.2 seconds. Spectrum's economy comes from the highest gas mileage of any sedan in America. Discover new Spectrum, the sporty car for everyday driving.
Drive today, Chevy. Live today, Chevy. Chevy.
A while back, I was watching Johnny Carson's show and saw this young fella. He got so many laughs, I wasn't sure it was safe to have him on the show. But here he is, one of the stars of Gimme a Break, Joey Lawrence, right here.
Give my regards to Broadway. Remember me to Herald Square. Tell all the gang in 42nd Street that I will soon be there. Whisper of how I'm yearning to mingle with the old time throng. Give my regards to old Broadway and tell them I'll be there ere long. Give my regards to old Broadway and tell them I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there ere long. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Hey, you know how to dance?
Do I know how to dance? Of course I know how to dance.
Well, let's cut it.
Why not? Go. Joey Lawrence, right there. Every year at this time, a beautiful local girl is selected to reign as Queen of Pasadena's Tournament Roses. And this year, a Rose Queen by any other name is Christina K. Smith of Altadena. How about the ladies of your court introducing themselves?
They'd be glad to. Princess Christine Noel Gillens, Locking of Flintridge.
Princess Stephanie Joy Engler, Locking of Flintridge. Princess Suzanne Karen Walter of Pasadena.
Princess Amanda Carol Hendrickson from San Marino.
Princess Andrea Elizabeth Martinet from Arcadia. Princess Karen Mary Sanchez from Temple City.
Congratulations to all you princesses, and congratulations to you, Queen Christina.
Thank you.
Pardon me for not bowing, Your Highness, but if I did, I might not be able to get back up in time to see the parade.
I don't believe a word of that, Mr. Hope. I happen to know that you're very athletic and agile.
Isn't that sweet and spoken like a true queen? Say anything to keep the peasants happy. Christina, you were a representative from Pasadena City College, and you beat out 900 other young ladies. What do you think you had that they don't have?
That's an easy one. This time I had a lot of luck.
I don't buy that. What do you mean by this time?
Well, I entered the competition in '81, and I did not get anywhere. I wound up helping decorate Rose Parade floats in the middle of the night.
No, that's a Cinderella story. In 3 years, you went from your lowness to your highness, huh? I know you're the first queen to be named Christina. That must be unusual to have a name that's never been chosen before.
Well, there's also never been a Queen Irving.
Well, tell us about yourself, Christina. What do you do for fun? I mean, besides being funnier than the star.
My hobbies are cooking, reading, and aerobics. Have you ever tried aerobics, Mr. Hope?
Now I get all my exercise on the golf course.
I know. It must be hard to carry all those bags.
If I had my bag with me, I'd crawl into it. You're a lovely queen, and we're all proud of you and your entire court. Ladies and gentlemen, Queen Christina K. Smith and her royal court.
We at Ocean Spray are indeed proud to be a part of your holidays again this year. May they be the warmest ever.
A premiere, Bob? Where are the stars?
Watch.
Wowee!
The premiere of another new Texaco self-serve. You want stars, Loretta? Look, a great food store.
4-star convenience.
Plus a car wash.
Star treatment.
Superstar power for more car power.
And that star of stars.
I thought you'd never noticed.
The new Texaco star.
Texaco's new self-serve. Behind the new Texaco star, there's a new Texaco.
Next, it's a spectacular national celebration with Donnie and Marie Osmond, Gimme a Break's Nell Carter, host Hal Linden, and the U.S. Naval Academy Choir. Christmas in Washington.
The music that moved the world's heart to song. The joy and warmth of the sound of music. Starring Julie Andrews in her most captivating role. The beauty, the romance, the triumph. Winner of 5 Academy Awards, The Sound of Music, a holiday treat for the whole family next Sunday.
Hey, thanks for the memory of Shirley's lovely notes, Brooke Shields' funny quotes. Joey showed us how to dance, and Mary Lou how she floats. I thank them so much. And thanks for the memory. It adds to Christmas cheer when all your friends are near. With pals like these, your Christmas trees will shine throughout the year. So we thank you so much. The Rose Queen and her court so inviting. The All-American team was exciting. The children's choir keeps on delighting. They truly glow, such brotherhood they show. So thanks for the memory we've sure enjoyed tonight. It's been a pure delight. May the coming year be full of cheer and your Christmases be white. May your holidays be merry and your 85 be bright. We thank you so much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Bob Hope's Christmas Hour has been brought to you in part by Texaco. You can trust your car to the products with a star. So as you drive, always look for the sign of the Texaco star. Now stay tuned for Christmas in Washington. It's a spectacular star-filled national celebration. Tomorrow night, catch an all-new bloopers. Then don't miss an all-new Little House movie, a 2-hour Christmas special. Bless all the dear children tomorrow.
Seiko captures a golden era for women. The channeled look for uninterrupted impact. A rich, rich weaving of opulent texture. An interlocking of elegance and style. And the brilliant touch only a diamond can give. At Seiko, great technology inspires great design. Seiko, setting the standard for the world for the future.
We at Ocean Spray are indeed proud to be a part of your holidays again this year. May they be the warmest ever.
When your car knocks driving uphill, does everybody pass you?
Everybody's passing.
I'm well aware of that fact, Eunice.
Oh, it's only a comment, Walter.
And I took note of the comment, Eunice.
Try Texaco's higher octane that gave powerful turbos even more power against regular unleaded. Texaco's super unleaded boosted acceleration almost 12%.
Isn't that Werner Lutz? We went to high school together.
By golly, you're right. I thought Werner was dead.
Texaco's super unleaded, super star power for more car power.
You eat smoke for 12 hours. So hot you feel like you're working inside a furnace. Yeah, you get a headache. You want something strong. Anacin.
Anacin, 23% more medicine than regular pain relievers. Anacin stops pain fast.
Headache's gone. And no stomach upset. That really takes the heat off.
Anacin, more medicine.
Take a close look at a new small car from today's Chevrolet, new Spectrum. In Spectrum, you'll discover both sporty performance and everyday economy. The performance comes from 5-speed overhead cam thrills that boast a test track time of 0 to 50 in 8.2 seconds. Spectrum's economy comes from the highest gas mileage of any sedan in America. Discover new Spectrum, the sporty car for everyday driving.
Drive today, Chevy. Live today, Chevy. Chevy. Of
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for NBC's annual celebration of Christmas in Washington for the benefit of Children's Hospital. Starring Nell Carter, Hal Linden, Roger Mudd, Marie Osmond, Donny Osmond, Jimmy Osmond, the Osmond Brothers, and Frederica von Stade, and the United States Naval Academy Glee Club. Christmas in Washington, sponsored by USF&G Insurance, protecting your business, home, auto, and life all across the USA. By AT&T, the more you hear, the better we sound. And by Ford and your Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately?
Happy holidays from Ford and your local Ford dealer.
All across the country, every day, USF&G insures you. Your work, your home, your play.
The USF&G in the USA. USF&G protects your business, home, auto, and life through 6,000 independent insurance agents all across the country.
Protecting what you value and insuring your way. The USF&G and the USA.
A lot of long-distance companies would like you to think they're just like AT&T. But take a closer look and see how different they really are. No operator service, no immediate credit for wrong numbers, and no service from many small towns. Only one long-distance company gives you full service, only AT&T. Sometimes there's just no substitute for the real thing. AT&T, the more you hear, the better we sound.
Reach out and touch someone.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. With the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you, be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all. With these holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for roasting, caroling out in the snow. There'll be colorful stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. You know, even if this song had never been written, I would still have to say, this is the most wonderful time of the year, and we're delighted that you could share some of it with us here tonight in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. I know I speak for all the performers on the program when I say it's an honor to appear before such an illustrious audience in such an historic building on such a festive occasion. And we hope some of the joy and pleasure that we feel will rub off on all of you. Tonight, we're all playing Santa Claus, bringing our musical gifts to you, and we hope you like them because there are no refunds and no returns.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. The most wonderful time. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones appear. It's the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time. The most wonderful time of the
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the rain, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland.
Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland.
We know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies in his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Though it's been said many times,
Of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops listen and the children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. May your days be merry and so bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, your troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, your troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. It's that time
day you're near, his dreams come true. And son of mine in three-quarter time wishes you and yours the same thing too. We hung some tinsel on that evergreen bough. Oh, we need a little music, need a little laughter, need a little singing, ring to the rafters. We need a little Christmas now. 'Cause it's the most wonderful time of the year. With the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you feel the cheer.
If you visited all the places some nationwide long-distance companies don't serve, you'd be on the road a long time. There are a lot of services you take for granted with AT&T that most companies don't have, like calling from anywhere to anywhere, operator service, and immediate credit for wrong numbers. Looks like most companies still have a long way to go to measure up to AT&T. The more you hear, the better we sound.
Reach out and touch someone.
Wednesday on The Facts of Life, Blair's charity show plays to a captive audience.
We're talking convicts.
Will music soothe the savage beast? And on It's Your Move, Matt has a Christmas wish for Norman.
Mom's throwing Norman into a flaming pit.
Then on St. Elsewhere, a shooting victim carries an explosive bullet. What if it goes off? Will the operation be deadly for Dr. Craig? Wednesday.
Enjoy the taste of the great outdoors in a glass. Genesee beer, light beer, and cream ale.
One of the most beautiful sounds at Christmas is the sound of the human voice raised in song. When the song is the product of the divine genius of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, and the voice belongs to one of opera's brightest stars, the result has got to be especially uplifting to the spirit. To sing Mozart's Alleluia is the distinguished and lovely soprano, Frederica von Stade. From his introduction of Irving Berlin's White Christmas to his annual holiday specials on television, Bing Crosby was indelibly linked in our minds to Christmas. On his final television show, he teamed up with an unlikely guest named David Bowie, and together they sang a duet. Bing sang Little Drummer Boy, and David sang a new song in counterpoint to it called Peace on Earth. It made a lasting impression on me, and tonight I feel fortunate to be half of another unlikely pairing as Frederica von Stade and I join forces to sing the same two songs.
pa-pa-pa-pa. A newborn king to see, pa-ra-pa-pa-pa. Our finest gifts we bring, pa-ra-pa-pa-pa, ra-pa-pa-pa, ra-pa-pa-pa. Come, faithful, pa-ra-pa-pa-pa. A newborn king to see, pa-ra-pa-pa-pa. Our finest gifts to bring, pa-ra-pa-pa-pa. To lay before the king, pa-ra-pa-pa-pa, ra-pa-pa-pa, ra-pa-pa-pa. So, honor him, pa-ra-pa-pa-pa, when we come. Every child must be made aware. Every child must be made to care. Care enough for his fellow man, to give all the love that he can. I pray my baby, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. I stood beside him there, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. I played my drum for him, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. I played my best for him, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum. Then he smiled at me, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, me and my drum.
Christmas in Washington will continue in a moment.
Here it comes. Diet Coke with 100% NutraSweet. A taste that's one of a kind.
Just for the taste. Diet Coke, it's one of a kind. You can look, but you'll never find a taste that tastes like Diet Coke. And feeling good is on your mind. It's one of a kind. Diet Coke, the taste that leaves the rest behind.
I'm more active today than ever, so I take good care of myself. And if I have any aches and pains, I want a pain reliever I can really trust. That's why I take Tylenol. I was first given Tylenol in the hospital, and it worked great. Now I hear Tylenol is the pain reliever hospitals use most. Well, if that's what hospitals use, that's what I want for my aches and pains.
Trust Tylenol, the pain reliever hospitals use most. Now Tylenol introduces caplets, specially coated in shape so they're easy to swallow. New Tylenol caplets.
There are lots of ways to communicate over long distances, but with some, you may not be able to reach everywhere you want, anytime you want. And a faraway message may feel far away. But you can always count on AT&T, the only long-distance service that lets you call from anywhere to anywhere with operators standing by. And with AT&T, your calls will sound as close as next door. So why settle for anything less? AT&T, the more you hear, the better we sound.
Reach out and touch someone.
This is today's Chevrolet. A unique small car called Sprint because it loves to run.
Loves to save, loves to run. Grab a Sprint, share the fun.
Sprint's 3-cylinder overhead cam engine has the best gas mileage of any 4-passenger car in America. And its low sticker price makes it very easy to get into. Sprint, it loves to run.
Drive today, Chevy. Live today, Chevy. Chevy.
Thursday, it's Christmas cheers when Sam spends a wild night with Diane's friend from the Booby Hatch.
There he is, the man I'm gonna marry.
And it's a night court Christmas.
I'm Santa Claus. And you're Batman.
With Family Ties' Michael J. Fox, followed by a Hill Street Blues Emmy Award-winning episode.
Thursday.
Genesis, chapter 1, verse 22, it is written, "Be fruitful and multiply."
Oh, I like that.
One couple who took that suggestion to heart is responsible for a veritable cornucopia of talented offspring.
Collectively, they are known as the Osmonds, and they have been sharing their talents with us for over 25 years now. Does that make it a little old? 25 years?
Who, me? We are pleased to have them all together with us here this evening to add their voices to the festivities. It's a treat to introduce Donnie, Marie, Merrill, Jimmy, Wayne, Alan, and Jay, the Osmonds.
Caroling, caroling, now we go. Christmas bells are ringing. Caroling, caroling through the snow. Christmas bells are ringing. Joyous voices, sweet and clear, singing sad of heart to cheer. Ding dong, Christmas bells are ringing.
Here we come a-caroling, here we come a-caroling.
Here we come a-caroling, here we come a-caroling. Here we come a-caroling, here we come a-caroling. Here we come a-caroling, here we come a-caroling. We are not daily beggars that go from door to door, but we are neighbors' children that you have seen before. Love and joy come to you, and a Merry Christmas too. And God send you a happy, happy New Year. And God send you a happy New Year. Here we come a-caroling, here we come a-caroling, here we come a-caroling. Please put a penny in the old man's hat. If you haven't got a penny, then you're getting fat. If you haven't got a penny in the old man's hat. If you haven't got a penny in the old man's hat. If you haven't got a penny in the old man's shoe. If you haven't got a penny, God bless you. God bless you. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we have gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie. First Noel, the angels did say, was to search the hills and in glory to the newborn King. Sing choirs of angels, sing in exaltation. Sing, 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 joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing. Heaven and nature sing. Heaven and nature sing. Heaven and nature sing. And nature deck the halls with boughs of holly. Bow la 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 la. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Fa la 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 la. Is the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel. Fa la 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 la. Sing the ancient Yuletide carol. Fa la 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 la. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Come Dasher, come Dancer, come Prancer, come Vixen, on top of the chimney to the top of the wall. Dash away, dash away, dash away on. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Oh, St. Nicholas, he took a flight.
The moon was shining bright. Ring out the bells. Old St. Nick was riding through the sky. You should have seen those reindeer fly. Ring out the bells, it's the holiday season. Ring out the bells, it's a happy time. Ring out the bells, we've got a good reason to ring the bells and hear the pretty bells chime. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. What fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, Merry Christmas to all.
Every family that occupies the White House adds a personal story connected with Christmas. We're honored to visit the present occupant, the First Lady, Mrs. Nancy Reagan.
Christmas at the White House is a collection of sights, sounds, smells, and feelings. I don't think there's a place where that's more true than here in the State Dining Room. The White House chefs begin planning and baking months ahead of time. Since so many people enjoy the White House at Christmas, the kitchen is really busy preparing traditional Christmas treats like fruit cake and sugar cookies, Yule logs. By the end of the season last year, over 100,000 cookies and 600 fruit cakes were served to our many visitors. But one of the special highlights for me every Christmas is the making of the gingerbread house. It's been a White House tradition for the past 15 years, and it takes about 40 hours to make. Children filled with imagination love to come and peer into its windows. And as a special favor, the chef has made an extra one for me to share with the young people at Children's Hospital. Even though the design of the house is based on the story of Hansel and Gretel, it's always slightly different. This year, the windows are made of gelatin painted red, green, blue, representing different rooms in the White House. Hansel and Gretel are here in the yard, along with a witch and a snowman, and they're all made from sugary marzipan. The chef always makes it a point to include something which reflects the current occupants of the White House. And this year, as you might have guessed, the chimney is decorated with jelly beans. This wonderful gingerbread house reflects a part of what Christmas means to all of us. It's the twinkling eyes, the imagination, and the joy of children at this special season. And it's in this spirit that I offer to each and every one of you my warmest, best wishes for a most blessed Christmas season.
If you thought Lipton Cup of Soup just made soup, you're in for a surprise. Like green beans even a kid could love, mixed with cream of chicken cup of soup. Or chicken that's anything but boring, coated with tomato cup of soup and breadcrumbs. It's easy. Those perfectly blended cup of soup seasonings mean no chopping or measuring. And for a light dip, stir spring vegetable cup of soup into plain yogurt. And you thought cup of soup just made soup.
Do your chicken nuggets seem to run out of flavor when you run out of sauce? Then maybe you should know your nuggets. New Kentucky Nuggets from Kentucky Fried Chicken. The only chicken nuggets with the Colonel's secret blend of 11 herbs and spices. For a taste so good, you're gonna love them. with sauce,
or even without.
new Kentucky Nuggets, flavor that never runs out.
Know your nuggets, we do chicken right. All across the country, every day, USFNG insures you. Your work, your home, your play. The USFNG and the USA.
Every day, USF&G Insurance is helping Americans just like you with special guidance for your business, protection for your home and your auto, the security you need for your family. USF&G is helping you protect what you value through 6,000 independent insurance agents who represent USF&G all across the country.
The USFNG and the USA, protecting what you value and ensuring your way. The USFNG and the USA.
Written, thou shalt make a joyful noise unto the Lord. Tonight, with the aid of Washington's own wonderful Shiloh Gospel Choir, a joyful noise shall be made. Leading the procession is one of America's most endearing television and stage personalities. From the television series Give Me a Break, the irrepressible Nell Carter.
Little Jesus boy, born in a manger, ruler so mighty and holy. They didn't know who you were. Didn't know you come to save us all.
There are lots of ways to communicate over long distances, but with some, you may not be able to reach everywhere you want, anytime you want. And a faraway message may feel far away. But you can always count on AT&T, the only long-distance service that lets you call from anywhere to anywhere with operators standing by. And with AT&T, your calls will sound as close as next door. So why settle for anything less? AT&T, the more you hear, the better we sound.
Reach out and touch someone all across the country. Every day, USFNG ensures you your work, your home, your play.
The USF&G and the USA. USF&G insures your business, home, auto, and life. You'll find USF&G at 6,000 independent agencies across the USA.
Protecting what you value and ensuring your way. The USF&G and the USA.
Next to politics, the profession in this city with the most power and influence is journalism. And there is no journalist more respected here than NBC's man in Washington, Roger Mudd.
Washington, D.C., and the men and women who run our government have over the years come to depend on and look to and thrive on the news, especially the good news. But as we all know, the news can be imprecise and occasionally misleading. I wondered recently what the TV news might have been like from Jerusalem 2,000 years ago. What would have been the lead story? What else would have been important? What would we have missed? With your indulgence, let me try to report what the news might have been like at the time Christ was born. Good evening. Here's the news from our Channel 4 studios in Jerusalem. Unconfirmed reports of plundering continue to reach our newsroom from the towns and settlements along the great Silk Route from Asia. The Silk Route merchants in Bukhara, Tashkent, and Khotan all report daily robbing and plundering by nomadic bands and tribes looking for gold, silk, and jewels. Rome's poet laureate is dead at 57. Quintus Horatius Flaccus, known to millions as Horace, died at his Sabine Valley home north of Rome after a long illness. He was the son of a slave. In China, the Minister of Public Works in the Han Dynasty, Sa Lun, acknowledged today he is on the verge of perfecting a new form of paper, superior to Egyptian papyrus. Reliable reports indicate Sa Lun is experimenting on the inner bark of the mulberry tree. Now here's the sports news. A crowd of 150,000 jammed Circus Maximus in Rome today and watched the green chariot team from Naples defeat the Reds and the Blues from Rome and Ostia. The Naples team, sponsored by the Apennine Olive Oil Association, lost only one race during the two-day meet. Now the local news. Work began today on the Temple Aqueduct between Jerusalem and a point just south of Bethlehem. Pontius Pilate, who approved the repair, said he hoped water rationing could be lifted within 2 weeks. The Roman Empire census, ordered recently by Emperor Caesar Augustus, is in full swing. Area innkeepers and merchants say they are swamped by citizens returning to their birthplaces to be counted. One Bethlehem innkeeper, Jonas, told Action 4 News he was sorry he had to turn away a carpenter and his wife, who was about to give birth, because he had run out of rooms. Jonas said he heard later they found room at a nearby stable. Now here's the weather. Clear and cold tonight. Action 4's astronomers predict unusual activity in the eastern sky tonight, either a stellar flare-up or a major planetary movement in the Pisces constellation. That's the news. Good night and good news. So, after almost 2,000 years, we are still struggling to present the news fully and in perspective. There are many times when the bad seems to overpower all else. But after all these years, the message still is the same. That even though we may not recognize it or understand it at the time, there is always good news. And the good news is that the spirit of the Nativity still is within us.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Round young virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly What child is this who lays to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping? Angels greet with dancing feet, while shepherds watch are keeping. Shepherds guard and angels sing. Joy, joy, for Christ is born. The day the Son of Mary. Bright, bright, the holy berries in the wreath upon the door. Bright, bright, the happy faces with the thoughts of joy in store. White, white, the snowy meadow, wrapped in slumber deep and sweet. Day, day, when Christ was born to bless the sons of men. This is Christmas. This is Christmas. This is
I heard the bells on Christmas Day, their old familiar carol ring, and wild and sweet their words repeat of peace on earth, goodwill to men. And peal the bells more loud and God is not dead, nor does he sleep. The wrong shall fail, the right prevail. With peace on earth, goodwill. gentlemen, it is my honor to cap off this evening of joy and inspiration by introducing the President of the United States and Mrs. Reagan.
Thank you very much. Nancy and I are very happy to wish every one of you a Merry Christmas. Christmas is the time of miracles, the warmth of giving, and of fairy tales come true. And there's one story that I'd like to tell you about. It involves a youngster from Queens, New York. His name is Danny Labosetta. And when Danny was a second grader at Our Lady of Perpetual Help parochial school, his teacher heard of a national project to select a postage stamp commemorating the Christmas season. And she asked Danny, who was only 7 at the time, to enter the contest. And with a little encouragement, Danny drew a smiling, rosy-cheeked Santa and handed it in. And afterward, well, he pretty much forgot about it. You know, 7-year-olds have a lot to think about. And meanwhile, young people all over the country were submitting their drawings. And out of more than 500,000 entries, the picture that was chosen for one of the official 1984 Christmas stamps was Danny's. And Danny, would you please join us here with all these wonderful artists, and together we'll all sing the closing carol.
Christmas in Washington has been sponsored by AT&T. The more you hear, the better we sound. By U.S. F&G Insurance. Protect your business, home, auto, and life all across the USA. And by Ford and your Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately?
I'm Jane Pauley. Tomorrow on Today, part 1 of a 5-part interview with Burt Reynolds. Also, the prospects for Mideast peace as we meet Israeli Deputy Prime Minister Yitzhak Shamir. Tomorrow on Today.
Tomorrow night, it's an all-new bloopers, followed by an all-new Little House movie, Bless All the Dear Children.